We are looking forward to this conversation very much. We've all been working together in launching the Third World America section of the Huffington Post as a hub where we can talk about what's happening in the country, both the stories of struggle and, just as important, if not more important, the stories about solutions and overcoming obstacles and turning lives around and rebuilding communities. I wrote the book because even though the title is jarring and it's dark, Third World America, I end on an optimistic note that we can prevent it. Should a third party be started, since Democrats and Republicans seem to be corrupted? America is not a very hospitable country when it comes to third parties. Our political system is very much geared to two parties. Of course, there is already conversation about a third-party presidential candidate in 2012. There is no question that there is huge dissatisfaction with both parties. There is no question that there is a system which is so corrupted, is a good word, by the power of special interests, by the thousands of lobbyists all over Washington. We have actually 26 lobbies for every elected official, so that any legislation that's passed, even good bills, are undermined by the existence of tons of loopholes that are basically bought and paid for by special interests and lobbies representing them. Marcella's question is, the root of our political corruption is corporate corruption. How do we change corporate culture? Well, there's a lot of truth about that, because no matter how many regulations and rules we have, if we don't fundamentally change the culture, the ethics that drive business, we are never going to be able to turn things around. I studied economics at Cambridge, and I know very well that the founders of capitalism, the founders of our free enterprise system, always intended it to be based on a moral foundation. Before Adam Smith wrote The Wealth of Nations, he wrote the theory of moral sentiments. And that's what we need to bring back to the way we do business in order to turn things around.
What I'd like to ask you is, as a marketer, I see the challenge is actually fairly simple, and that is that we need to have sound bites. We need to have slogans. We need to have bumper stickers, because that's what people are listening to. Why don't Democrats speak in sound bites, do you think?
Well, marketing is important, but marketing is not about manipulation. Ultimately, marketing is about adding value. If we really add value, that's what makes the difference. And obviously, Democrats have a communication problem, but they also have a problem of sending too many conflicting messages. When, for example, we are saying that jobs is the most important thing, and the president is saying jobs is the most important thing, and yet he starts a deficit commission rather than a jobs commission, that sends a conflicting message. So as a small business owner and as somebody who understands marketing, I'm sure you realize that the worst thing you can do is send conflicting messages.